Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's project, I need to do something about this. The door to my garage. This is what I usually put up when I'm working out here to keep the dog and the chickens out of there. But the chickens just, kind of like just step right through these big ass holes. And the reason I don't want to shut the door is because when I'm working out here, it's really nice to have this door open, my fan on, and the roll-up door open. So I get, a breeze through there when I'm working. It's kind of nice because I have no AC for the shop. So what I've done, I went out, I just bought a screen door. Now I could have made something, but this one was used. So it already had hinges put on it, and it's a little torn up on the corners and dirty and that sort of thing. But because of that, the lady at Home Depot was like, I can mark it down to half price. And I was like, half price? That's $30. With today's prices of lumber, you can't buy that much wood for $30. I think like two of these alone would be like $30. Plus then the screen and the cord to put the screen in, and it's got this pet guard mesh on it, and I had to buy maybe some rabbit wire or something to put on there. So I mean, I'd have been into this thing for $100 if I decided to build it myself. So this one's easier. I don't have to build it. I just gotta paint it and get it hung. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run over it lightly with some sandpaper to try to get rid of some of those dirty spots, and over there where the sticker with the UPC was, you still got some sticky stuff. So run over it with some sandpaper, knock all that stuff down, and then I can start laying paint. Alright, now that it's all sanded, I'm going to use blue painter's tape. I'm just going to tape along the edges of the screen on the inside, just to try to minimize the amount of paint that gets on the screen. I know it's probably not going to stop it all, but it'll look good from 20 feet away. Today's paint color is whatever this color is. This is the same color that was used for the trim on the garage and on the house. So when I put the door up, it'll add a splash of color to the front of the shop that matches everything. I let two coats dry while I went to dinner. I'm going to get the back painted so it can dry overnight, and then I'll be back in the morning to actually hang the door. Okay, so what I did here was I measured the same distance from the top and from the bottom of the door and put a mark, and that's what I lined up my center screw with. And then I measured 1 inch, same distance, doesn't really matter what the distance is, equal distance here and here, and put some marks. So I knew where to line the edge of the hinge up with. That way I knew that it wasn't going to be crooked. And of course did the same thing there. I also drilled pilot holes into the wood. That way when I screwed the screw into it, it wasn't gonna, split the wood wide open and the door was just gonna fall off. Okay, this next part we're gonna do the most awkward and probably most wrong way possible, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so the door hole, the door hole is 79 3/4, and the door is 80. Well, I guess that makes sense. So it would like touch at the top. That's what she said. That's not what she said. Okay, so what we do, and then mark the 80-inch point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 18 inches down from there. 18 inches. Mark right here on the side.
62.
62. Because those are the arbitrary numbers that we chose on the door.
Yes.
So that's where our hinges will be.
Yeah.
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 Now we get to get the door and hang it. Right? And we want it to overlap on all sides. Oh yeah, it's there. You want to hold that for me for a second?
Yeah. Do you want me to pick it up or just hold it for now?
Just hold it. Goodbye. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure we got overlap here and here. Alright, don't move.
There's that bubble.
We're using 2-inch deck screws and not the ones that came with it, so they get a little more bite through the siding and into the 2x4s behind it. But it's super warped. It was half price,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that door's super straight. That's what you call half price straight right there. Hell yeah. So Amy had the great idea to put the spring up here, the one that pulls the door closed, because then it'll pull on the warp part, and then eventually it'll not be warped no more. How do these even work? These little eye bolt. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to like about where this spider is. That's gonna be my my next measurement point. Don't move, I'm using you. Breathe. Hundo. Yeah, we're gonna put a latch dealy here. Hold it closed when we're not in there. That way, when we have storms and shit, it doesn't, break the door off. Right? Use the screws to make some marks.
That holds it. That'll help it warp back into.
It just flies out. Like, how is that? Like, oh, don't do anything.
Yeah, so that's not going to hold
That's not going to work for a storm at all. Yeah. These pliers aren't working with this. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look at that. Yeah, let's see a storm undo that. Hell yeah. No more janky fence panel that doesn't even work. I don't need you anymore. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.